All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. I'm with Brian the Grizzly over here and Brandman Brandon. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
To Miss
Yeah.
America's wave. Come on.
The big blockbuster of the weekend. Did it take number one? I'm not sure if it took
down
number
Ant-Man.
So Ant-Man still survived because it was kicking his button on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think so.
It's still number one, I think.
Is it?
I think.
I gotta double check. But either way, it's the one movie everyone's talking about more than Ant-Man, more than anything else. Cocaine Bear. Finally, we got it after all the hype and everything like that. See, was it an hour 30? Good time, and then the cast filled, like I think we said right before we started this review, from Ray Liotta, a legend, classic, great. This is his last film that he's done before he passed away, all the way to TikToker. So, and I'm not even kidding. There is literally everything in between those two. So, but real quick before we go on to our conversation about it, when you guys got the synopsis for it,
Yeah, I got it right here.
All
right. After a 500-pound black bear consumes a significant amount of cocaine and embarks on a drug-fueled rampage, an eccentric gathering of cops, criminals, tourists, and teenagers assemble in the Georgia forest. It is loosely inspired on a true story of Cocaine Bear, an American black bear that, they're just in the millions of dollars of cocaine from 1985.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but for real quick, right off the bat, this movie is insane. Right off the bat, and I'm talking about in the movie. Right off the bat, the movie starts, it's crazy, and then it shows actual news coverage of the whole situation, which I thought was kind of interesting. So, but yeah. So we'll start off with some of the good stuff. What you got?
My question is, so I thought that the bear immediately died from ingesting the cocaine. Just in a real life story.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, but cocaine is a hell of a drug because obviously it brings things back to life. It's literally it wasn't even a cocaine bear anymore. It was like a zombie. Bear. I'm dead.
Yeah. Cocaine,
I'm better. It's just like, what? Wait, does this happen? Did anyone else see this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Brandon. You tell me what the good things you like the most.
I think it was just the right length, just a little over an hour and a half. It didn't run any longer than it needed to. I liked the soundtrack. I'm a sucker for kind of like those 80s synth throwback soundtracks, so I liked that. Like the actors, it had a lot of talent. Everyone did good acting wise. I didn't have any complaints about the acting. Just you kind of know what you're getting with a title like Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
So it was just as off its rocker as I expected it to be. I was sitting in the theater having a great time.
Yeah.
It hooks you in right away.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Banks herself was on drugs when she was directing this. Like
you know what a good idea is? Let's do this.
Yeah.
There's got to be something she saw in the news and was like, "That's a great movie." that was it.
It had the right amount of gore and blood and that sort of thing. So, yeah, it was a fun watch overall for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they said the difference between black bears and brown bears from the beginning.
Did I miss that? What they say?
It's a black attack, brown lay down.
Oh yeah,
black attack, brown lay down, and it's a black bear. So they're like, attack. Boy, oh boy, were they wrong.
Yeah.
Every scene, the bear, like, he was like ripping off everyone's arms and limbs, and like he was eating the best scene. The best scene when he's going up the tree, going after the little boy, and smell the cocaine on the wildlife expert. And he ran up the tree so fast.
Yeah, that was
That
great.
was the scariest scene I've ever seen in my life. I was like, so if I see a bear, it's like, there's no way winning. You can't swim, can't climb up a tree, can't run away. You just lost. You literally lost. You might as well just give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because they said all that thing about black and brown bear, and then the only one who didn't die that interacted with the bear was the guy who laid down.
The opposite
Yeah.
of what you were supposed to do.
He
Yeah.
laid down. He just laid on top of. She laid on top of him. He was like, "How do you know it's a girl?" I know.
Yeah.
We know why he knows.
Yeah.
But it was fun. The movie itself was it was fun. Didn't take itself too seriously, but it was stupid. It's gonna be a good thing. It's definitely stupid.
Yeah. I mean, you don't go into a movie that's named Cocaine Bear and expect like, you know, Shakespeare. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be. I want what it says. I want a cocaine bear, and I want just madness, and that's exactly what it was. Like from beginning all the way to the end. You know,
Yeah.
It was so great.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting like a Frank Darabont film. So
yeah, exactly.
From Martin Scorsese.
yeah. But you know, Carrie Russell was in it. I thought she did great. She was the mom. O'Shea Jackson. It took me a while. I'm like, is that him? Yeah. You know, and then like, and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay. He looked a little chunkier than the last time we saw him in like
weight, but I think he lost weight before to become his father.
That's true. Well, even in the Star Wars show.
Yeah.
Andor, he was a little skinnier.
He was a little bit bigger.
But you know, then we got the Alden, was it Brenrich, whatever, the guy who played Han Solo.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, damn, I'm like, that's right.
However you say his last name.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. But his character I thought was good. Was it Eddie? Ed? Or no, what was his character's name? It says Marty. Was it Marty? Marty.
It was Marty.
Yeah.
Because O'Shea Jackson, his character's name was David. Yeah, Alden Ehrenreich, or however you say his last name, his character was Eddie.
Yeah.
It was Eddie, yeah.
They got it wrong on here. But yeah. It was he was, and the dialogue was just so old school movie dialogue, if that makes sense. But it fit the movie. You know what I mean? Because like at one point the kid's like, "Hey, Mister, you're a bad guy," and I was like, "That's such like an old school like Little Rascals type of stupid shit."
I thought about
it fit this movie though. Yeah, Dennis the Menace, and it fit so well because it was just like very old school kind of movie, and I think they were really going for like an '80s vibe that they did hit pretty well. Especially with Ray Liotta was just decked out in like '80s.
I mean,
kind of mobster.
So was O'Shea. He was like, "Man, my jersey," and he's like, "Just got these brand new Jordans. He just came out." That was the Jordan ones, original Jordan ones from 1985. I see that, you know. I was like, "Why are you wearing that in the mud? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, well, that's why he got mad. Yeah, when he got stabbed, he was more upset about messing up the jersey than actually being stabbed.
I felt his pain.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think the cop was Isaiah Whitlock.
Isaiah Whitlock, Bob.
That was good. I think he just has like a certain like the way he talks is this very old school kind of Southern cop kind of.
Yeah, great actor.
Stupid though. Yeah. It was going out in the middle of nowhere. Where do you think he was going to go walk in the middle of the forest and like solve this murder from this drug kingpin? By himself? It was just so stupid.
It was so one of my favorite lines was when he gets betrayed. And he goes, the department trusted you. The city, the United States of America trusted you. It was just so silly and over the top. And it was just like just laughing as he's dying, and he's like throws that kind of old kind of like, oh, you were part of something bigger. And she's like, I don't give shit.
No, what did he say? I trust you with, was it Dee Dee or something? Was it?
Yeah.
It's I trusted you with her. How dare you?
Oh yeah, the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then so real quick, Xavier said every scene with the bear is fun. The plot surrounding the bear is bonkers. Yeah, 100%. There's really kind of two stories going on that merge together at the end, obviously, but Yeah. Just said this movie knows exactly what it is, and that's the part of its charm. 100%.
Yep, for sure.
100% what it is.
For sure.
We got Coat Lords in the house. Brandman looking dapper. little dapper brand.
He's waiting for Alyssa to come back in. He's like, "Oh, I got your sweater vest, or what she said, a V-neck sweater." There she called you. She goes, "I got you."
Last week.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks ago. I think she came in and said it.
Oh,
He's like, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's usually over on Twitch. Movie scene stealer in 2 words. Yeah. Margot Martindale.
Yep.
She was
the Ranger.
Yeah, the Ranger.
I thought she was gonna make it. Honestly, I thought she was gonna make it.
Me too.
I was like,
she got her shit wrecked. Jesus. That was nasty.
Yeah, it was really nasty. But my question is, how fast do black bears run? Like that you couldn't. I've seen some ambulances. I've seen some ambulances run. You can go 80, 85 miles an hour. What the hell were they doing? Like they were waiting for the bear to jump. It jumped and it landed inside of the ambulance. It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, what is going on? Like, and then no one thought to turn a little bit. Like he's in the air. He didn't think turn to the right a little bit, swerve a little bit. It's just let's make sure he doesn't go right into the side.
Just make a left turn or something. Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah. This the ignorance of like, oh, all I have to do is this, and I'll be okay from this, bear. It's just was silly. 30 miles an hour. That's how fast a black bear can run.
So how the hell did she not get away? Like, it just didn't make any sense. But I'm asking about why does it not make sense? I mean,
exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, but yeah, the park ranger, she was awesome. Like the worst shot ever in any movie. That was the best.
Yeah, like I was like, how do you mess that up?
He shot it right in the head, the brain. Like the brain pieces are all over everyone. It's like,
and she's just so unfazed by it. Just I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. And he's like, but he's dead. And she's like, move him. Close the door. She was great. She was super great.
That joke. He was like, hey, it's kind of dusty around here. You really need to dust this beaver. She's like, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Right there, that tells you exactly what kind of movie you're getting with a joke like that. So,
like, what? Is this really happening, guys?
Yeah. As Kohler said, just checking in, fellas. Just finished filming Last of Us review. Nice. Now going to film our movie review for Mind Cage. Have a great or Mind Cage. Have a great show.
You too, guys. Yeah. Very cool.
Thanks. You too.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Hey, did you guys catch Jesse Tyler Ferguson? Because from all the family movie, family show. What's it called? Oh my God.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Modern Family. Modern Family. Yeah.
Oh, sure that's kind of cool.
It took me a second to figure out that was him with the long hair, and he just looked like
he was super 80s. He was super 80s.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of good stuff. I thought we obviously I think we all have a lot of good stuff. Any bad things that we did not like, or just rubbed you the wrong way, wrong way. Jeez.
I can't believe you can't have Isaiah Whitlock in a movie, Clay Davis, and not have him at least once go she.
Yeah, I know.
I was waiting for that. I was disappointed they didn't deliver on that.
Yeah.
I found myself kind of yelling at the screen a couple times, just because it did kind of fall into that trope of like stupid characters who weren't moving fast enough.
Yeah.
Like when Carrie Russell gets the rescues her daughter and the kids are together. Why are you still posted in the damn cave hugging and celebrating. Move.
Yeah.
Um, even with the like the ambulance.
Yeah, that made
Like
no sense
Yeah.
to me.
move faster. You know, you guys are in the truck. Like floor it. Close the damn doors. Don't worry about shooting at the bear.
Yeah.
Just like floor it. Why do you keep Why are you driving and like turning around and wait and like looking for extended periods of time rather than focusing on the road?
Let it slow down. Like it didn't make any sense. Like, and it was
Oh, let
slow
me double
back
check.
down, comes back up, man.
That's what got her like. That's what. That's why she hit a tree and flew through the windshield.
Yeah.
once
And
she
then
was
the
coming
bear
up on
just
the
got
tree.
up and was like, the bear was like, huh?
Just walked out.
Yeah, the bear. Yeah, that was funny. Um, I think I think those are my two things that I can immediately think of.
No. What were you, Brian?
I mean, besides the whole movie being stupid, like the good part is it being stupid. The bad part is stupid. Like Isaiah Whitlock's character, Bob, the officer, it was literally he had a gun, ready. He had the high ground, he had the cocaine, and somehow he didn't shoot the bear. He was like, let's just see what happens.
Let's just see what
That
happens.
was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And then the kids taking the cocaine, like eating it, like what the hell? What the hell? I thought that
Well, it's
was
the
just-
80s, right? They didn't know. Everyone
They,
took
they,
cocaine.
they didn't get effed up. Like they were working. They were able to do a lot of stuff. They should have been fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
that much.
I mean, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been running at the bear. They should have been the little boy and the bear running at each other, trying to kill each other. Like that's what it should have been. It should have been like a little Wolverine. Like that didn't make any sense to me. The Officer Reba, her whole character didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Like it just didn't. Or how did once again Isaiah Whitlock, or Bob, whatever, how did he not go into the sheriff's station when he got there? So he parks, he doesn't go in the sheriff's station to see all these people dying and blood everywhere. He just starts walking on the trail. He doesn't want to talk to the sheriff. Like I thought that was stupid. You go to someone, you park at the sheriff's station, and then you don't say anything to him.
Yeah.
I
Well, they were the park rangers, right?
Park ranger, park ranger. I'm sorry, the park ranger. But you're there. He parked
Yeah.
right there. So why didn't he go talk to the park ranger? Hey, I'm looking for cocaine out here that might be out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lack of information, lack of sharing was kind of stupid to me.
Yeah,
but,
rather than just being hero cop, basically.
Yeah, it just didn't make any sense to me. But it was, at least, you know what, it was very fast. It was very fast paced, so I didn't have to worry about any of the things that they made mistakes on or just seemed stupid. It was fast. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, the ending got the ending changed the tone a lot. You know, once Ray Liotta kind of rejoined the picture or the gang and everything like that, like the whole tone of the movie went from like funny, goofy to like funny, scary in a way. And especially by the waterfall, like he shoots the bear and like I'm like, oh, I was like, and I feel like that shouldn't be, like, I don't know, maybe it was, and they wanted to do it because you find out it's a female, and then you find out she has babies that she also gives cocaine to. That's fucking hilarious, but then it's like, then he like bashes one of them in the head with his, rifle, so it's like, it went from being very like goofy and silly to being like a little bit more serious, while still being goofy. And that's a hard thing to really pull off, is like everyone there was goofy except for Ray Liotta, where he was just like, he stayed in that mobster, I need my money, drugs, and everyone else was just,
I think everyone else still was taking it seriously too.
Yeah.
Because once he explained, I borrowed this, $16 million worth of cocaine, I'm going to be, make someone whole. it did definitely go from like, oh crap, we need to find the rest of these drugs. And then they walked past a bag full of drugs. I was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk past that huge thing. Or the fact that they didn't just search the area first in the car. Just drive around and just
drive around
the area and figure it out.
Yeah. But yeah, Xavier is right. This movie had about 3 tonal shifts: thriller, comedy, and gory horror. Yeah, and the gory horror kind of thing stuck around the entire time, I think. But it went from like thriller and like horror, like when when the paramedic goes and opens the door and the bear just like walks out from the shadow. Yeah. That was really good. I thought that was like pretty scary. But then it immediately goes into comedy. And I feel you can do that with horror and comedy. You can like really not interchange, but mesh them better together than something more like, suspense thriller, like Ray Liotta was trying to push at the end with that whole thing, because then it's Carrie Russell trying to save her kids, this and that. So it was like, that was my only bad thing. I was like, but it still was good, because then it instantly went crazy again when like Brian said, like, the cocaine explodes in.
I was gonna say,
then it spills out the bullet.
So I was gonna say 4 tone shifts because then it becomes a zombie movie.
Yeah.
It wakes up, spits out the bullet. It becomes the last dragon again.
Yeah. But so that was my only thing. One other thing that I wanted to go back to, one of the things I did like, which I so stupid, because the movie knows how stupid it is, and it makes fun of it in a way where O'Shea Jackson goes to reach for the gun, and Bob, the cop on top of the roof, shot him, and he shoots his hand, and he pulls out, and he's missing his middle finger and his pinky finger. And then the little bad kid is like, how did that happen? They're not even next to each other. We rolling because it's like, how do you? That was funny. Yeah, that whole scene. But for the most part, if that was my only problem, was the tonal shift at the end. It wasn't like even that bad for me, because like that, because you're still like, oh, that poor drugged out crackhead bear, just trying to protect his little crackhead babies now. It's like,
hey, what do you guys feel about Olaf?
The guy.
The guy from the beginning, and then also outside the cave towards the end.
Oh, that's right.
The hitchhiker, the guy who's like about to marry his love of his life, and she's about to talk about having his babies, and then she gets ripped to shreds. He gets hit in the face by her ripped off leg.
Yeah.
I thought they might do more with him.
Yeah.
Especially near the end. I certainly forgot all about him. I think Elizabeth Banks and the screenwriter kind of did too.
That's what it seemed like. Like they never revisited him again.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of unaccounted for by the time it ended.
Yeah. It was okay. I think they're there just to set up the bear, because that whole thing is like there's a bear. Oh, we have such good luck in nature. And then it comes to the bear bashing his head on the tree. I was like, what the But then when the bear stares at the camera, it's like, that was like really like scary. Yeah, it runs, but also like, where? Because it's gonna catch you. Yeah, I forgot about it. But yeah, he's from Game of Thrones as well. He was one of the wild folk. He was like the leader of the wild folk.
Yeah, I remember.
So, yeah.
But I just thought that was
I forgot about him.
Yeah. But man, look at you. I mean, wasn't he was in The Witcher too, right? Wasn't he? He was
I think he was in The Witcher.
Yeah, he was the one that he went to in The Witcher. Like he was one of his friends. Oh, he was one of the Witchers, wasn't he? He was one of the Witchers.
I'm looking it up.
I feel like he was in The Witcher.
Yeah, I feel like he is, but I could be wrong. No, I don't see it in his IMDb. He was in Fast and Furious.
I know that.
He sure was.
Yeah, he was
in Fast and Furious, but I sworn he was in Witcher. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man. So let's get our ratings out. See what we rated as. You wanna tell them, Brian?
All right. So here at the Spoiler Kings, guys, we rate things a little bit differently. We don't worry about 8 out of 10, 4 out of 5 stars, any of that stuff. We're gonna get right to the point. We do now. You need to stop what you're doing, drop everything, go see it right now. It's that important. It's that great. We have later, as you wash dishes or you're streaming something, you can go ahead and watch it then. It's fine to do that and do something else. And then we have never. It should never hit your screen. You shouldn't even think about it. If you see it on your TV, instead of like turn off the TV, break the TV. Just throw it off. Throw a remote control at it. Stop the TV from working. It's that bad. So those are our 3 kind of categories. Brandon, what are you gonna rate this movie, Cocaine Bear?
Kind of torn between now and later, 'cause this is a very specific movie depending on what your tastes are. Like if you like your movie super crazy, like if you like your crazy, like really crazy, I'd say go see it. I'd give it a now. Um, it's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea because and that said, I'm almost inclined to say it's later, but I had so much fun with it that I could give it a now.
Okay.
I could give it a now.
Me, as I think about it, also for the first time watched Megan with my wife. Like I watched it before, I watched it with my wife, and she watched that, and me thinking about how she enjoyed that compared to this, I gotta give this a later. It's not like an epic film.
It really isn't, and that's why I'm kind of teeter tottering.
I mean, I understand why people wouldn't have saw it. I understand why people why it made money, but it is just bear on cocaine. That is what it is. Like literally, like everything you imagine what would happen, that's what happened in the movie. You don't have to like rush to go see anything because you can just imagine it. Literally, exactly what happened. So I give it a later. I could see like you streaming it and showing your friends. Like, did you see how terrible this movie is? It's so bad, it's good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I have to drop everything and go see it. So I'm giving it a later.
Yeah. I was kind of right there with same as Brandon. Is like, is it an hour or later? And if you can watch it right now before Wednesday, I will watch it now because after Wednesday, there's no time to watch it. Like you're going to have to wait until it's streaming because it came out in the 1 week before everything big came out. So it was the perfect time. And also Ant-Man kind of not hitting the numbers second week. Cocaine Bear, kind of brought people back to the theaters, I thought. So it was fun. So I think if you saw it last week, that was probably the best time. But I think overall, it's probably gonna be a later because this, I think you could have a lot of fun at home. Like have a party and throw it on in the background. Like this, it's just a goofy movie that some people that are like can just sit and watch and laugh at it and stuff. But
that's
it was fun.
I was considering. That's why I was teeter tottering.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I'm like, if you can go and watch it tomorrow, like Tuesday before Creed starts coming out, I would go watch it because after Creed comes out, it's all gas, no brakes for Hollywood blockbusters, and I don't know if I would pick this over any of those, but yeah, but it's fun. I would still say I recommend going to seeing it, but you probably have to wait till it's streaming. But yeah, I'll probably watch it again. Would you guys watch it again once it comes out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely watch it again.
Have playing a drinking game or doing something like that. Like, hey guys, every time the bear attacks somebody, we gotta take a shot. Like it's that type of movie, but it's not like I'm gonna watch it because it's fun. Like I love Zombieland. I think Zombieland is a better movie than this. But it's a movie similar to that. Like you watch where other people just laugh at how stupid all the characters are.
Yeah, definitely. And then than everyone else around the board. So on Rotten Tomatoes, we got a 70% with the critics, 75% with the audience. So not bad for this kind of movie. It's kind of where I expected. It was trending really high. I think it was like 100 to like 99, like Thursday and Friday, which was insane. But obviously, I think people want to go see it, and we got actual reviews, and I'm about right there. That's a good number.
It sounds exactly. It is what it is.
Yeah,
it's a C. It works.
Yeah, it's fun.
It does.
It's super fun. Yeah, it's super fun. You're gonna laugh. It's definitely an anti-drug movie. I think if you want to show this to a kid, then why not to take drugs? Like,
what
look what it did to us.
Nothing bad happened to the kids.
That's true, right? They took a
mouthful of cocaine. Yeah. Nothing bad happened to them. They didn't get
they're fine. Yeah. I wonder because they said, well, even if you spit it out, that's still enough in your mouth that's going to get absorbed.
Exactly.
Just even if you don't swallow, like just enough in your mouth of that. So, I think, but yeah, super fun. Like I said, director Elizabeth Banks, producer Elizabeth Banks. This is like one of her.
I think no one else wanted to be attached to this movie.
Not anyone that I can see big names besides her. It's fine.
We'll let you do it. We'll talk about it, but we really don't want to have our name attached to this. So
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. So it was very different, very funny, very goofy. A good time. Any last thoughts, guys?
No, I mean, it's exactly what it is. It's Cocaine Bear. I mean, it made $28.5 million in the box office this weekend, which is great. It's number 2 in the box office this weekend. Mm-hmm. But it started to go down. So like it was like Friday, Saturday, people were like, yes, Cocaine Bear. And then Sunday, it was like, people were like, oh yeah, it's exactly what I think it is. So they only made like $5 million on Sunday. So
yeah,
it is what it is. I'm happy I went and saw it, but I'm definitely going to see it again. Like Wednesday, I'm going to go see Creed 3. Mandalorian comes out. I got to catch up on all this other stuff. So like this is the only time I will ever go sit and watch this thing. But it is what it is.
Yeah, perfect timing on their end, and also lucky because if Ant-Man was better, then this movie would have completely flopped.
It would have been snowballed.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything else, Brandon?
I think that just about covers it for me.
Yep. Cool.
I wish the bear would have stole a picnic basket. Am I the only one?
Like, no. Yeah. Or at least put a ranger hat on.
That's all the little ones. I was like, hey, it's Boo Boo. That's why. Just one time, I was like, if you could just get a picnic basket, like a family's having a picnic, and they just come and scare off the picnic, and then they eat the picnic basket. I thought that would have been perfect.
That would be funny. I was at least expecting a hat and be Smokey the Bear or something like that. But yeah,
only you could prevent forest fires.
Yeah. All right. But that is it. That is our thoughts or review on Cocaine Bear. If you've seen it, let us know. Leave a comment. But if you're live, stick around. We're going to talk about some other stuff. If you're watching on replay, thank you. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000. So we're trying to get there as soon as possible. And hit that like button. And it lets YouTube know that what we're doing is pretty good. And it helps us get in front of more people. So, but that is it for this one.